Look, man, when you beat me, I hurt all over, and I didn't want to know from nothing or nobody, not even my kids. The hell, every fighter knows that hurt, and we get sick inside trying to live with it. So don't back off now. Make it right for yourself, or you'll be sorry you didn't. We held the greatest title in the whole world, babe. You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. All right, I know your manager dying had you all messed up inside. But the truth is, you didn't look hungry. Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you gotta get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Maybe we could win it back together.
There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut from his 9th grade basketball team, he wouldn't have became Michael Jordan. You know, if it wasn't for, I seen an article the other day where they were talking about Oprah Winfrey and how she got fired because she wasn't good for television. You know, you got people like Walt Disney who got fired, if I'm not mistaken, from a newspaper saying he had no imagination. You know, that all they can do is learn and come back bigger, better, stronger, because all it's gonna do is lead you in the right direction. See, if you're always winning, then you don't really understand what it is to win. You gotta take those losses, you gotta take those hits. There's gotta be the valleys, the peaks, the ups, the downs. In order for you to, when it does happen, you go, wow, qué rico. You know, this is what it's all about. And not only that, it's never about making it, guys. It's always about maintaining it.
Guys, I know it sucks. I know you're like, what's the point? Sometimes in life, the answer isn't always revealed forefront. You learn the reason behind it later in life. And later in life, you get hit with adversity where so much is riding on you. Not just you, your family, everything's riding on this. And you overcome it without even losing your wind. It's easy for you because you paid the price and hit failure over and over again here. So when it mattered out there, guys, victory, motherfucker.
Go do something that's hard. Go try and accomplish something that's hard. You may win, you may lose, you may succeed, you may fail. I'll tell you what, you'll be better. If you avoid those things that are hard, if you don't accept that challenge, if you don't step up and step into that cold water, and you sit on your couch and eat Doritos, I can tell you this is not a good move. This is not a good move. Don't do that.
No matter how big your dreams, you're gonna die. Everyone will move on. Do what you want. It sucks to not be liked, but it sucks more to not be yourself.
If you just sacrificed this summer, these next 3 months of your life, bro, you could change the entire trajectory of your entire life. If you literally just took your fucking attention that's here, have fun, this and that, this entire summer, and focused it into one thing for the next 12 weeks, 3 months, bro, while everybody else is fucking around and having fun and fucking the bitches and drinking and going to the parties, enjoying life, but they're still broke. If you just locked in and fucking worked on yourself, worked on your business, worked on getting in the gym, improving, your whole life could change.
Who's the victor? You guys are. You're killing it in here. Again, guys, something in life's gonna be hard. It's either gonna be hard in here that you put yourself through, or someone's gonna put you through something hard out there. I'd rather control what I'm going through than being put to a subjective nature of somebody else. Guys, pay your prices right now. When you pay for it right now, it's an investment. And the growth potential is limitless. Limitless.
Just get up, move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're gonna be more prepared for. And the next challenge after that, you're gonna be even more prepared for. And you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win.
All my life, I was the underdog. They told me I wasn't good enough. They told me I was dreaming too big. They said a kid from the LBC couldn't make it. But guess what? I didn't let none of that stop me. I stayed true to myself. I stayed focused on the vision, and I turned them no's into yeses. See, adversity is like the gym for your soul. It hurts, it's heavy, but it builds you up. Every time you wanted to quit, every time life tried to break you, you chose to stand tall. That's what makes you great.
If you aren't naturally tired at night and excited in the morning, then you probably haven't found something meaningful to work on. You are not stressed from doing too much. You are stressed from doing too little of what you care about.
And what do you have to lose? You know the outcome if you continue the same shit. Why not just commit one time in your life to something? See what happens. There are no losers in the world of passion and commitment to something. No one loses there. The losers are the people that sit at the starting line and never initiate. It's the belief that supremacy exists. There's so many examples in the Olympics, and every day we see the common man with the odds against them overcoming what people thought could never happen. And probably he didn't even think it. But there he stands victorious and a role model to all of us. Like, oh my God, we want to be him. But before he was him, he was us. What got him there was an undying belief. And every drop of sweat that came out, and every pain and ache and everything else was just a telltale sign that he's getting closer and closer to that dream that we were when we were kids of being a reality.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
Saying good, that should fix your attitude, but that alone will not fix your problems. If you're having problems, sure, say good. That's perfect. But then don't ask yourself, why me? Instead, ask yourself, now what am I going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Ask yourself that question. And then figure it out. Figure out what you're going to do. Say to yourself, I am going to detach. I am going to assess the situation. I am going to come up with a plan, and I am going to execute. And then start moving.
She said, if you dare to do something that you've never done before, if you dare to go to limits that you've never went to before, she said, they will remember your legacy forever. He said, I got it. I'm going to go conquer. And he showed up to the battle. They're getting ready. And so right before they were about to go out and go get the task, cats came to him once again. And one guy said, why haven't anybody beat you yet? You're not the biggest. You're not the fastest. You're not the strongest. Right? When people look at you, you're just not this imposing dude. Why haven't anybody knocked you off yet? Why haven't anybody been able to just put you in the ground yet? Why can't anybody beat you, man? And he looked at him. Catch it. He said, I want what all other men want. He said, I guarantee you, when I line up and they line up, I want what all other men want. I guarantee you, when you line up in your one-on-one battles, you want what all other men want. The same way you want the victory, they want the victory. I want what all other men want.
In this world, man, image is everything. If you got abs, it means you're in shape. But you know, you gotta go after and make that happen. That opportunity doesn't just present itself. Opportunities don't come knocking on the door. They present themselves when you knock the fucking door down. So today we're gonna go in there and we're gonna start planting the seeds of the harvest that we're gonna bear fruits of later. It doesn't just happen one day. You don't just wake up with abs every day, but it comes every single day, man. It's called perseverance. Every day showing up, hitting your fucking dues. It's not gonna happen one day where you just wake up and have them, man. You gotta earn that shit. You gotta take what's yours. You can't expect someone to give it to you.
Progression, man, is a key to happiness. Always in a progressive state of progress. You stop progressing and stop moving towards progress, then all of a sudden you lose purpose in life. When you're always moving forward and having a belief in something, then all of a sudden what you're doing actually has purpose, and that makes it very valuable. Perseverance will always override potential, always override genetics. And perseverance isn't this marathon of life. It's not this long race that we have to pursue. It's a lot of short races, back to back to back.
It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the prayers you whispered when nobody was watching. It's all about those moments when you could have folded, but you didn't. You see, the underdog story is the realest story there is. Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different, you love different, and you lead different. So today, I want you to do 3 things. Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do.
Start fucking documenting yourself in this process. Because if you do that, you'll be able to literally have documented proof of you changing your life, which later down the line will fucking help you tremendously, and you will be able to do the exact same as what I'm doing right now and help somebody else tremendously. It literally just comes down to, why are you doing this? How bad do you want it? What factors are driving you into making this change? As cringy as it sounds, bro, how bad do you want it?
It's not going to be a perfect plan, but take action. Action that moves you in a positive direction. And if it ends up being the wrong direction, that's fine. At least you've learned where not to go. Now, where this gets tough is if it is something that seems like it's completely out of your control. And you know what? Some things are completely out of your control, and that's fine. And when that happens, you ask yourself, what can I control?
The mentor turns to him and grabs him physically and dunks him under the water and holds him there. Won't let him out. This guy's like, oh my, what the fuck's going on? This guy went psycho on me. He's trying to drown me, kill me. He's fighting for everything he has to get out of there, get some air and everything else. This guy won't let him up, no matter what he tries. He will not let him up. He's struggling, he's moving, he's twisting, will not let him up. It's not until the student fucking punches the mentor. The mentor loses his wind for a second there, loosening his grip up, gives him the wind of opportunity to escape his holdings and fucking get some air. And when he gets the air, his first words once he gets some, what the fuck was that? You out of your mind, man? I can sue you for this shit and everything else. He goes, yeah, you can.
He was like, the only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you. And then you'll forget they exist. And that's when he said, success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge. Because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. He's like, all you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
Get it, David, come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Energy, let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10, a machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. 13, come on. 14, come on. 15, shut that muscle down. 16, come on. Get it. 17.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 19.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah. 20, you got some more in you. 21, yeah, get it again. Come on, we want to see it. Good, 22.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, David.
Who's
one more?
Gonna carry the boats
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah.
And me getting angry and that's me. I need to get fired up. So that's how I bring out sharpness. That's how I bring out the best out of me when I walk on fire. Because if you make me feel too comfortable, I'm playing to win. And to win, I will destroy you. I will do everything to win. And I need to win. Because when I win is my proof that I am alive. And that's wherever I came, I was like that. But then I had situation where I have teammates, they would crack, they would not make it. They would cry in front of me, but I don't care because I'm here to win, because I played in top 5 clubs in the world. I played maybe 3 of them. And if I don't do my job, they bring in somebody else and I'm not there anymore. So that's why I say it's about survival mode. I'm not here to be nice or to be bad. I'm here to win. So to win, I needed to get those to find those trigger points to get the best out of me.
But now you know what giving it your all is. And you will not succeed in business or any endeavor in life until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. It's too fucking hard of a world out there. And Billy, if you're trying to lose weight for the girls on the beach like you just said, buddy, you don't have enough fight. You're gonna drown right there. It's never gonna be successful. Think of that, guys. When you guys are saying you're doing everything right and you're giving it your all, come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
You gotta just be whoever the hell God or whatever the hell you believe in. If you believe in nothing but yourself, I don't care what it is. You gotta take everything and throw it away. You have to believe in one thing, and that is yourself. And I'm not saying don't believe in God or what you believe in, but right now, for you to find greatness in yourself, you're not gonna find it by looking in a book or by even hearing me. I may give you the spark, but you've got to go inside yourself to find it. And that means you gotta be quiet. Shut the fuck up, go in a room, stop talking, search your soul, search your mind, search your abilities, and you'll find it. But if you're not looking for it, you won't find it. So you gotta go start your journey. And the journey starts with you finding, why the hell am I here on this planet Earth? Why am I here? And if you don't know that, you will live the rest of your life searching, always asking the question, why?
Hey man, I feel like I got one of the coldest warriors in the land, and you don't have anybody in your tribe that can do anything with him. I want to go warrior versus warrior. And so because Brad Pitt, Achilles was so cold-blooded, whenever they would show up, his king would never say, I want to go tribe versus tribe. His king would always show up and say, I want to go warrior versus warrior. He would say, I don't think you got nobody in your tribe that could do anything with Achilles. And they was fighting for land. And so Achilles got to the point, he was like, man, we got enough land. Like, this guy's just getting greedy. He just want to keep taking land. Like, he just want to keep taking property. We cool. And so he was getting weary. And so they came to him one day and was like, man, we got 2 more battles. We just got to finish. After this, they say we're done. Achilles was like, man, I'm cool. And so they went to the battle before the last battle. Right? It's like your conference championship before the national championship.
Smile wide, hold your head high, and when they ask you how you made it, you tell them, I believed in myself when nobody else did. Keep pushing, keep winning, and remember, it's always the underdogs who end up running the game. Trust me, that's why I'm running the game.
Now, if you want to choose to still continue to dream and think and work with your people and build something, bro, fucking have at it, dude. I love what I do. I love to work. I'm usually on the phone till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, not because it's on my list of critical tasks, but because I enjoy it, right? And so I don't necessarily, just check out after my 5 are done, but I do allow myself to do that if I want to do that at those times, which gives me a sense of balance. It gives me a sense of freedom. It gives me a sense that I'm not working as hard as I actually am, and my life is still moving forward day by day by day.
So as long as you can change your fucking mentality, bro, you can achieve anything. It's more than obvious that we live now in the digital realm. You're scrolling, you've been scrolling, you're literally watching videos right now. That's how you clicked on this one. If there's anything I can recommend for you to do in the next 3 months, is start to document, as I said earlier. Start posting. Bro, some of you guys, it's crazy because some of you already have the social proof as far as like you're already jacked or you're already an expert in a certain field. It's just you've been so busy in all of this fucking bullshit instead of locking in that you haven't even explored the possibilities. Like, it's more than possible. Some of you have done the work required in the last couple of years. It's just you haven't been able to literally convert that into something. Like, take all of that energy, all of that potential, and put it into something.
Every day we get up and we fight for it. And we plant those seeds in the ground of what we want to bear fruits on. So what I got here, guys, is 20 exercises you probably haven't seen before. All these exercises are going to move and shake and create those opportunities we want. If you want to go through the pain here, if you're willing to sacrifice today, that sweat equity today for tomorrow's betterment, meaning you're willing to plant that seed on fertile ground of something that you want to see, blossom in your fruits of your labor that you can harvest later. It begins today, guys. You must be that person now that you want others to remember you by later. Absol, get ready. We're gonna rock this one out. Miami Fitness style.
I'd say one of the strongest mental frames that has gotten me through my hardest times is thinking this will be the story that I will one day tell. And that means the harder it is, the bigger the dragon, the more epic the story, and by consequence, the more epic the hero. And if you think about the difference between winners and losers, winners define themselves by what they made happen, and losers define themselves by what happened to them. And the difficult part of the lonely chapter is that the Rocky cutscene lasts 90 seconds in the movie and lasts 5 years in reality.
What can I control that will make this situation a little bit better? And then you go. Don't get crushed by things going wrong. Ask yourself, what am I going to do? And then go do it.
You can be upset in the moments after the game. If we win, it's always better. But if you win, if I score, I will be a little bit more happy. I have to be honest. I'm not going to be like that. No. Or if you lost in the game, you have to show during this period or during that you are pissed. It's part of. But next day, I'm very capable and I learn that, listen, Cristiano, let's go. Life continue. Past is past, it's never come again. The present, it's the best gift that we have in our life. The present, because you don't know that what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You don't know. So live the present.
You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard, and the more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If it's hard, good. It means no one else will do it. More for you.
What is your secret, man? What's your secret about business? What's your secret about this? What's your secret about that? You don't want the fucking answer. The answer is, you see the fucking hands?
Hard work.
Hard fucking work, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna voodoo some shit. I'm not a magician. It's not magic. It's literally, you're gonna have to wake up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to sit there and say, fuck, today's gonna suck. And then when that day is over, you're gonna wake up again and say, fuck.
Yeah.
The next day is gonna suck.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be your life.
Yeah.
Unless you're this guy who sits back and says, oh, I have this great idea. And it happens to work.
Yeah.
And you could be some lazy fat ass that sits back and makes millions of dollars off of some idea.
Yeah.
But the majority of it, you just wake up every day, punch that mental time clock and say, this is gonna suck.
Go back to the gym, work, because you have more to show. You understand? Life continue. You cannot live in the past. I'm really good on that, you understand? I learned by the years that, listen, Cristiano, let's go. Because pain, you're gonna have all the time, uncertainty and constant work. Doesn't matter what's happening. It's gonna happen in your life. You have to continue. This is the way I see the life.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always, that thing, man, that you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, it's gonna disappoint you. You're gonna forever be sad, man. If you don't chase that dream, you're gonna forever be miserable, man. Bishop Jakes was talking one day on a podcast. I heard him talking. He said, I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do.
Success is very, very, very simple. It's very simple, okay? It is the matter of winning one day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. It is one win at a time, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, and you accumulate that over the course of a year, you know, good things start to happen. And so if you win enough days, you win the week. If you win enough weeks, you win the month. If you win enough months, you win the year. If you win enough years, guess what you win? You win your life, all right? And that is a very simple, very honest, very true, fail-safe system to getting where you want to go. It's the only system that I've ever seen that I believe, if you execute, is completely foolproof. I believe that if you execute the power list properly, you cannot fucking not get where you want to go. You can't miss. I think it's a systematic way to guarantee success.
A buddy of mine calls me the other day and says he's having trouble running past 8 miles. This is a guy who can run 30 miles any time of the day. So I tell him to come out to my house and we'll get some runs in. So he comes out, he goes, man, I'm telling you, I can't run past 8 miles. But I realize in his life, he's added a new kid, more responsibilities at work, all this stuff. He's not thinking about this, I am. So I take him out for a run. We get 30 minutes into it. How far are we going, Goggins? I ain't tell him. Get an hour into it, I ain't tell him. Hour and a half into it, didn't tell him. So soon he shuts up. We run 3 hours. The guy does fine. Next day we go out there, he's able to run 20 miles again. So this is what happened to him. His circuit breaker blew. Our minds are very similar to circuit breakers. When they blow, you gotta figure out what it is. Sometimes you just added too much to your fucking plate. Go back in your mind and figure it out. Stay hard.
Listen to me very closely. Most of you, the reason why you'll never be successful is because you procrastinate. You never finish stuff. You start and you never finish. And the day my life changed is the day I walked across that stage, not because I got a degree, but I finally finished something. And then I got my master's degree. And what my goal was in the master's was not to get a degree. I wanted to see if I could start something on time and finish something on time. Since the first one took me 12, I wanted to see if I could start something on time and finish on time. And then I finished the book. It took me 3 months and we finished the book. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I finished, and once I finished, I got that procrastination monkey off my back. And I started to see doors opening, more doors opening, more doors opening. And I realized the secret to success is finishing.
When you're passionate, everybody cheers you on. They're stoked for you. Oh, you found your passion? Awesome. Follow your passion. Live with passion. Be passionate. Chase your passions. Everything, like passion. Passion's good. Like the world's gonna be like, yay, passion, right? When you're obsessed, they're like, why you gotta be so crazy? Why can't you be satisfied? Why do you always gotta get things so perfect? Why do you spend so much time here? When you're obsessed, people think you're nuts. So it's different because somebody in your life should say, man, you really care about this in like a crazy way. And when you get there, you know you found your thing. And not everybody finds that. I think that's also why it's scary. Some people go, well, I'm passionate or I'm happy, but I don't really obsess about anything. You know, most people obsess about, their shows on Netflix more than their life. I know people who obsess more about their thread count in their sheets at their house than they do about the impact they're making in the world.
But we're gonna change that because I represent the hustlers. You know what I'm saying? When you see me put in that work every day, you know what I mean? Relentless, fearless, disruptive, put in that motherfucking groundwork, put in that motherfucking grind what's that? Like some people work 9 to 5, some people work night shift. I work all shifts, Okay, so I represent the hustlers. And it's important I say that. The reason why I say that is because I want to let the young world know, go hard. When times get hard, go harder. When times get great, go even fucking harder.
Yeah. When I said I wanted to win 8 gold medals, basically half the people in the swimming world thought I was absolutely crazy and nobody could ever do something like that. But for me, I was somebody who believed in it and somebody who believed in the process of getting there. I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight, like I said before, but every little small thing that we did was a small stepping stone in order to even be able to have that chance. Because I think there are a lot of people who are very talented who can make it there. There are very few people who can deal with the pressure and the stress that happens when we're there. So that's why I say we had to make sure that we were physically, emotionally, and mentally ready, because I had to be ready to be able to kind of manage my emotions through that week. Yeah, winning a gold medal is absolutely incredible. There's nothing better than standing on the podium listening to your national anthem play after you had just won a gold medal.
Of sacrifice, of suffering, of diligent, pinpoint work on what you want to do for yourself. Not like, oh, let me just do a bunch of shit. I want to be in every task possible. No. Pinpoint what I want to do with my life. What happens is you have all these voices that are telling you you're fucked up and this is gonna be hard, but for some reason, you put so much practice into you that you can ignore every one of them that are telling you you're not gonna fucking make it and still be able to fucking make it. Because you have put the practice in that you know this is the process. It's such a daunting task that all the voices are saying no. But you still have the conviction that I know I can do this.
This is the entire point of the Live Hard program. It's the entire reason that the Live Hard program exists and why it's the most popular mental toughness discipline training program in the world. It's not because it doesn't work, it's because it trains you to make the better decision, not the harder decision, the better decision when you don't feel like making it, okay? And that's another thing. Why don't you reframe the decisions that you are making from this is the hardest decision to this is the better decision. This is what's going to move me forward. This is what's going to get me what I want. When you think about it like that, it makes it a lot easier to get off your ass and go fucking do it. So yes, it is absolutely normal to not feel like doing it. There is not a single person who has ever achieved anything that you want to achieve that has felt like it every single day.
What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. You know, there's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, you know, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
No, I mean, you do what you are. You're born with a gift. If not that, then you get good at something along the way. And what you're good at, you don't take for granted. You don't betray it.
What if you do betray your gift?
Then you betray yourself. That's a sad thing.
Go to high school, go to college, get the house with the white picket fence, have 2.5 kids, work, you know, your next 70 years and then retire when you're fucking 107, right? Like that's not how entrepreneurs think. Entrepreneurs don't think like that. They don't even buy into what I call the list. The list is what you're supposed to do, what they told you you're supposed to do. And the more society changes, the less important that list is. We're to a point now where even mainstream colleges don't even require, or mainstream jobs don't even require college degrees anymore. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them. Things are changing, yeah. And so being of sound mind and learning how to critically think and learning how to think outside the box to get to the destination that you want to get to is extremely important. And you should have the foresight to do that before you spend all this time dedicated to that thing and then figuring out that you can't get where you want to go.
And that's what it took for me to get here. 20, 30 years ago, I had this 35, whatever it was, 30 to 25 years ago, pipe dream. And ever since then, every voice was like, you're a fucking nut. But when you put that practice in, every day you lace them up, and I don't mean run, it's just a metaphor for life. When you lace them motherfuckers up every day, pretty soon you win. Pretty soon you'll fucking win. If you have the courage and the heart and the dedication and the mindset about everybody can go fuck themselves. I know what I know. I've listened to myself enough to know I know what I know. None of you can hear what I'm hearing. And that's what people don't do enough of. They don't listen to their journey.
You got to do something to get control of your brain, of your mind. You got to check yourself. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you set an alarm every 45 minutes so you can audit your thoughts, so you can audit what is influencing you, so you can control what's influencing you. Control the things you think about. You can actually control how you feel. You can control what you think, and you can definitely control what you do. Do not be a slave to influence. You gotta be the master of your mind. You gotta control your mind. You gotta exercise mind control. That means you gotta pay attention and be aware all day. That's what you gotta do. So go execute.
I think a lot of entrepreneurship and even personal growth is training yourself on how you respond to hard. Because in the early days, hard was, ooh, stop. This isn't good. I should, this is a warning sign. This is a red flag. I should slow down, or I should stop, I should pivot. But the more I think about it as a competitive landscape, as I'm clear on what this path is supposed to look like, and these rocks and these dragons are things that I'm going to have to slay along the way to get the princess or get the treasure, I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow.
It's a selection effect.
And I think if you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, then it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's going to have to fucking try.
Yeah.
And I think that is so much more motivating as a frame for the exact same circumstance.
You are one decision away from changing your life. And you have to accept that. You're one new meeting, one new relationship, one new contact, one new action, one new decision away from shifting your life from where it is right now to a totally different place. So what's the decision? You already know. I could go backstage now. There's something you've been hesitating on. There's a contact you need to make, isn't there? There's a job you need to quit. There's a relationship you need to engage in. Maybe there's a relationship you need to leave. I don't know what it is, but I know there's a decision that you need to make to take you to the next level, just like I know that's true for me. Because decisions shape our destiny when they're backed up by some massive ass action.
My philosophy is, why be normal when you can be the best? I don't want to be normal. I want to make the difference. So everything I do, I want to make the difference. Because when I make the difference, I'm the best. And that is not arrogance, that is confidence.
Why not believe in it? What's the other option? There is no other option. It's a life forgotten, man. In the acting world, if I go to the audition, I have a fucking chance of getting the part. If I don't go to the audition, I'm out of the game. I know the outcome, nothing. Show up. Even if you get knocked on your ass, show up. At least you have a possibility, you have a chance. You have a voice of doing something with your fucking life. Believe that supremacy exists. Believe it within you. Because every motherfucker that had ever achieved it had to believe it when everyone else said it wasn't possible. They said it fucking was. And there they stand. Boom, did it, bitch. Your turn. No longer are we gonna accept rhymes and society's rhyme the reason that we are average.
When I was going through training, we had to carry these heavy ass boats on our heads. We had 6 people carrying these boats. The heaviest part of the boat was in the front. So those weaker people would always look for the very back of the boat. The back of the boat is where the boat would barely be touching your head. We had a name for it. We call it duck and boat. A lot of people put their head down, crouch under it, so that boat wouldn't be breaking your fucking neck.
A lot of people in life out here are riding the back of the boat. They're ducking that fucking weight. They're part of a team, but you're the weakest person in that team, and everybody knows you're ducking the boat. You don't want that boat to touch your head. You don't want it to hurt your neck, but you want to be part of the team, but you don't want to do any fucking work. In life, it's important to not always draft. Sometimes you gotta lead and block the fucking wind. Stay hard.
You got to get up in the morning and work out. There's some days frankly I can't do that because life gets in the way. Whether if I'm traveling or my kid wakes up early and I know I've been out of town and my wife wants to get a workout in before the day starts, so I'll take the kids so she can do that and we can rotate out. So I can't tell you that always happens, but you got to get up early. You got to work out and you have to prioritize and execute and having that checklist that you put together the night before about what you want to do and what's important is absolutely critical. Otherwise, you lose it.
There's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful. Some days you're not. Some days it's your turn. Some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year somebody else is gonna win. Simple as that. We're gonna come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits, try to play better, not have a 10-day stretch with playing bad basketball. And hopefully we can win a championship. So 50 years from 1971 to 2021 that we didn't win a championship, it was 50 years of failures? No, it was not. It was steps to it, and we were able to win one. Hopefully we can win another one.
It's hard. It's frustrating. There's things that are going to happen. You're going to get punched in the face. You're going to get sick. You're going to have breakups. You're going to have people let you down. You're going to have people steal from you. You're going to have friends let you down. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to make mistakes, and everybody's going to see it and laugh at you. All of these things are going to happen. You have to build yourself into someone who can continue to execute regardless of what's happening around you. And if you can do that, it doesn't matter what's happening around you. It doesn't matter if they're laughing. It doesn't matter if they're making fun. It doesn't matter if the weather's bad. It doesn't matter if the economy's bad. It doesn't matter if your parents don't approve or your wife or your girlfriend or your husband. It doesn't fucking matter if you keep executing, because eventually you will find yourself in the place you set out to be.
I want what all other men want. He said, but when the opposition and adversity shows up, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted. And so that's how I conquer, and that's how nobody has ever beaten me yet. I just want one thing from you. As great as you are, as skilled as you are, as talented as you are, I just want one thing from you. Never allow life to make you forget why you do what you do. People don't burn out, people don't quit, people don't underachieve, people don't settle because of what they do. People burn out, people quit, people underachieve, and people settle because life makes them forget why they do it. If we respect it the way we say we respect it, if we love it the way we say we love it, if we cherish it the way we say we cherish it, every single day should be nothing less than excellence. You might not always be your best, but you can always bring me your best.
Why am I so successful? How'd that happen? I'm so misguided and fucked up and don't listen to him. Why am I the only one to do a whole bunch of shit? Why am I a trailblazer? Why? How is that possible? How can you be fucked up and also self-made at the same No. Obviously, you're not looking at the truth in front of you. The truth in front of you is it sucks. It's painful. It's fucking mind-numbing. And that is the truth. And that's why a lot of people don't like listening to me. Because this is what it takes. Creating another voice and sometimes going at it alone. All the time going at it alone because no one's going to believe in you.
Do you need to get in the gym? Do you need to start a business? What do you need to do? Most of the answers to your life are internal. You just haven't fucking looked there because your attention has been everywhere else. So start to look inside. Take these next 3 months, improve upon your life. And I promise you, you can change the entire trajectory of your whole fucking family. And you're probably saying, family? Bro, if you change your life and it gets to the point where, like the extreme point where you make so much money, whatever it is, you've changed your family's entire life. So take with that what you will, boys, and get to fucking work.
When we get away from the things that we talk about to people, we're human beings like everybody else, and we can get pulled in different directions. When we get away from those things, it doesn't work. Things start to fall apart. You lose track of where the priorities are. If I can't regularly detach, that's something that I have to really focus on to do, is to regularly detach. If I'm grinding on something for 2 or 3 or 4 hours at a time, sometimes it's easy to miss other things that are coming up, and I got to make sure I pull away from things, kind of think about the prioritize and execute piece, figure out, if I need to reprioritize and so I don't get target fixated on one thing and keep going. But I think for me, what I want to do is I try to make time to spend time with my family as much as I can as well. And obviously there's a lot of work to do. There always is, and it's those things. When I can stay consistent on getting up early in the morning, getting a workout in, stay focused on a list that I have from the night before, that I'm following through all the things that you talk about. I'm performing better than I ever do.
Average is a weak mentality. We must believe it so much so that we're arrogant about it. We must be pissed off for excellence. Because last night I was moved to tears. That can happen. And it doesn't happen until you show up. And when you show up, you give it all you have. And if you fall and stumble, you fall forward. You don't fall backwards.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
In this room, we will recreate you tomorrow. I will tell you this, it's not a one-day deal. It's the rest of your life deal. You make the decision to level up every single day for the rest of your life. Do you hear me? How many of you are prepared to die for what you want? How many of you are really prepared to go all in? Not care about getting embarrassed. Don't care what anyone else thinks about you. Other people are running your life. It's time for you to take back control of your life.
Come on, Rock. It's not a game. Come on. Get your head on your shoulders, man. Nichols. Damn, Rock, come on. What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
It's over. It's all over.
You can be anything you want to be. Remember, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't do the right thing, then nothing happens. But when you do right, guess what? Good things happen.
Do more, think less. Action removes doubt. The more you do, the less you have time to doubt and overthink things.
Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. And that's my personality. Like right now, I'm scared to death. But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible.
Life is a mystery. Don't waste time trying to figure it out.
Humor.
Keep a sense of humor, especially about yourself. It is a strength beyond all measure.
Change.
Now that nothing stays the same.
Remember, it's not what you have, but what you do with what you have that separates winners from losers. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to what happens to you that counts. In the final analysis, your response to the adversity of life is the real measure of who you are and what you're made of. The Greek philosopher Epictetus once said that circumstances do not make the man or woman, they merely reveal him to himself.
I'm telling you, for things to get better, you got to get better. Don't ask for it to change out there, ask for you to change here. Don't ask for a more favorable wind. We call that naive. Don't ask for better seed, better soil. This is the only planet you got. Just ask that you can get wiser and stronger and better and be able to take care of your own responsibilities. Get better.
In fact, we saw clearly that without the lessons that we had learned from our mistakes, we would have surely died in the desert. And when you look back on any achievement, you will find that it was preceded by many difficulties and many lessons. They are the price that you pay for your success and no success is possible without them.
The problem in this world, you see, is instant gratification. Everybody wants it now.
To live life, you need problems. If you get everything you want the minute you want it, what's the point of living?
A confident person was not born confident. A confident person is built brick by brick by brick. And all of those bricks are just different results that they got in their life.
Stop listening to the normality of life and everyone's saying the way it is the way it's going to be for you. The way it is for you is blood, sweat, and tears today to create a foundation of strength for tomorrow. Those days combined into whatever dream you want to be a reality. We are always fighting for that edge, always fighting for that opportunity. So it's not past, it's not missed, but lived. We're not gonna cry about those opportunities. We're gonna smile, remember them, and thank God they came because we were ready when they came. You won't be ready if today isn't pushed with the strenuous nature and the pressure of the moment in the future that everything rides on.
You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge.
Louis, a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. Remember that.
Why do I stand up here? I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. See, the world looks very different from up here.
But I believe style is irrelevant. I believe it's the morale behind the style. Mm-hmm. I think success in fighting in life is about desire and the will. Yeah. How bad do you want it? Is it worth dying for? That's his true greatness, is the willingness to die. So is this thing worth greatness?
Your haters will become your congratulators. And the more stones they throw at your ass, your mansion gonna get bigger.
If you've tried several times to complete whatever mission is in front of you and you can't, sometimes it's not meant to be. But that said, there's very few times it's not meant to be. So there's sometimes you need to fucking throw in the towel, but there's a lot of times when throwing in the towel too early will take away your shot at the person that you should have been.
Anytime y'all are having this little voice, they call it a big voice. Anytime you having this voice in your head, turn on a camera and say that shit to the camera. Oh, I don't feel like going to the gym today. Maybe I should just call off of work. Say that shit to the camera. Now, David Goggins said that shit, but I got one better for y'all. Say that shit to y'all kids. Say that shit to your little brother. Say that shit to your wife. Say that shit to your girlfriend. Say that shit to your grandmother who's probably about to pass away. Just say that shit real quick. You can't you?
When you see what men can do when pushed beyond the limit of human capacity, when you see that, when you hear about it, when you read about it, well then remember to push yourself. Push yourself every day, every moment. Get out there and get after it.
Do you remember who you were before the world told you who you should be? And so anytime you gotta be courageous, let's look at it from the standpoint of dreams, goals, and aspirations. You got your dream, your goal, and your aspiration, and then you got reality, right? And oftentimes reality doesn't reflect the goal, the dream, and the aspiration. And so when you think courage, like being courageous and following your heart because it somehow knows what you want to do anyway, like it's almost like instinct, right? It's almost like when you feel something that you should do, and for some strange reason, like your mind or your spirit tells you, nah, I don't want to do it, because it takes you outside of your comfort zone and it puts you in a space and place that may be unknown, or it puts you in a space and place of uncharted territory, but you know you should do it. You could feel it. right? And then you go against it. Sure it ain't. It says, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down or not going the way that you want it to. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one that's to come?
Good enough, if you think about it. Good's a positive, enough's a negative. That's an oxymoron right there. It's hypocritical in its own sense. There is nothing that's ever good enough. The only thing that's enough is at the end of the day, the nth hour, the final hour, whatever you're going for, that your hand is raised victoriously. That's when you know it's enough. And you're in the gym right now to ensure that that event goes your way. It will never go your way, guys, if you're saying today is good enough. If you never say good enough today, I promise you tomorrow will always be enough. Whenever good enough isn't enough, you can bet tomorrow you'll have enough.
I don't know what challenges you might have in going over the stuff we've been going over in terms of amending your philosophy or going back and, redoing some stuff that you might have messed up. But face all your fears. That's how you conquer them. Don't dismiss them, just face them. Say, here's what I'm afraid of. I wonder what I could do to change that. Here's the next one. Exercise your willpower to change direction. You don't have to keep doing what you've done the last 6 years if it's not yielding you the benefits you want. My mentor helped me to review the last 6 years so I wouldn't repeat those errors the next 6. See, if you're a goose, you have no choice to do the next 6 like you did the last 6. But if you're not a goose, here's what you can do. Pick a new destination and start going that way. You say, well, I've done this for the last 2 years. I'll probably have to do it another 2. And the answer is no, not in a million years. Now, you can change one little degree at a time, or if you want to, you can revolutionize the whole thing.
All right. I know your manager dying had you all messed up inside. But the truth is, you didn't look hungry. Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, the edge. And now you got to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. Get back.
The scientists in the old world and saying the first human being or under 2 hours will be in the year 2075. But I have proved them wrong.
The first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours. One final lung-busting stride for Kipchoge. One giant leap for human endeavor. And Kipchoge was right. No human is limited.
There can be no growth without goals. As soon as he said, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems, I think people stopped thinking about goals. And he made a really great argument, which was everybody at the start line of the 100-meter race has the same goal. It's to win. So it's not the person who has the best goals, it's the person who has the best systems and preparation.
These are the years where you need to put in the work, you need to grind, and you don't need to be focused on everybody else, because you staying focused on everybody else, you staying focused on the world is giving you a false sense of reality. Like, sometimes you just need to unplug.
You want to be that one motherfucker that every day, whether it's raining, snowing, sleeting, you lost every dime, your mom died, your dad died. You come and you bring the energy that it takes to make a team function at the highest level every day. And that's the person you want to be every day of your life.
Let me state it this way. Will your belief that you're going to be viewed as a failure by your uncle be the sole reason that you live the rest of your life below your potential and regret everything that you don't do because of Uncle Tom?
Whatever you don't use, you lose. Lack of use causes loss.
But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
That the magic you're looking for in life is in the work you're avoiding. And that just like kind of rocked me. There's something that you know you should be doing, whether it be working on yourself, losing weight, writing something, working on your career. The magic you're looking for in life is in the work you're avoiding. Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to have money. You got to work at it. If you really want to be successful, you have to work at it. Nothing is achieved without some perspiration. Nothing. Anything that is worth anything, you have to work at it. One more time.
I don't negotiate with myself. I tell my brain, I don't go, oh, wait, I'm not ready, or let me count to 10, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. That pattern of thinking is what destroys most people's lives and their dreams. You can settle for a life like most people have, or you can create your dreams, but to do it, you need to be able to push yourself. So you need to train yourself in little ways. Or it could be just going and lifting weights, and you're gonna do like 10 minutes of pushing yourself, or a sprint, or a really fast walk, anything. Because when you get your blood pushing, when you push beyond what's comfortable, it develops this determination inside you, this sense of will that you will then use everywhere else. I always say, if you discipline yourself in one area of your life, you're gonna be able to do it even more in other areas.
Each person's income is determined primarily by their philosophy, not by the economy. Once I understood that, then I said, well, I don't have to go to work on the economy. And the answer was no. You only have to go to work on yourself to make yourself more valuable. Because it doesn't take but a few ideas to make a great difference in your income, personal life, social life, and all the rest.
The margins, guys, in life, that dictates a champion. Someone that's remembered and not forgotten. The legacies of life, the role models, the one that stands those tests of time I always talk about. Don't know terms like good enough. It's too hard. And they've failed over and over and over again so many times that they've learned what it takes to succeed. With failure comes success, and with success comes blueprints of fundamental principles that lead to success.
Look, I'm sorry your life turned out so bad, but don't blame me. You messed it up yourself. You just focused on the bad stuff when all you had to do was let go of the past and keep moving forward.
If your definition of success is win or lose, giving everything you've got and growing or learning along the way, then you're setting yourself up for success. I really think the biggest cheat code in life is just going after it and not being concerned of whether or not you fail at one specific task. Instead, understanding the big picture, what your long-term goal is, and knowing if you keep driving forward and never fucking quit, in the end you will succeed.
If you tell yourself the truth, and the truth is, I'm not happy with where I'm at. That's the truth. The truth is, I can do more. The truth is, I can work harder than I'm working right now. The truth is, I can do more for my family. The truth is, I can do much better than I'm doing right now. And if that's the real truth, if that's what you believe, if you believe that to be the truth, you won't have to find more discipline. Discipline will find you.
Never try to be better than someone else. Always learn from others. And never cease trying to be the best you could be. That's under your control. And if you get too engrossed and involved and concerned in regard to the things over which you have no control, it will adversely affect the things over which you have control.
You will increase your confidence.
The Stoic philosopher is the man who has liberated himself from fear. He's not afraid of death. He's not afraid of pain. He's not afraid of other people's dismissal as a fool. The only thing he cares about is that he should meet his moral obligations. Greatness is the perception that virtue is enough. An organized soul which pursues rationally the ends which are good for all human beings. That's the Stoic conception of virtue. They finally understand their greatness consists in the fact that they perceive that virtue is enough.
I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it, and do it, and do it, and do it, and do it, until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the country and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win, you got to be tough, and you can't quit.
You are your own worst enemy. You waste precious time dreaming of the future instead of engaging in the present. Since nothing seems urgent to you, you're only half involved in what you do.
If you stay in bed, if you stay on the couch, if you stay in your comfort zone, if you only do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, if you get up, if you grind, if you are relentless, if you work as hard as possible, when other people are slacking off, your life will be easy.
And even if you're not where you want to be in life and you're grinding and you're on that hustle, keep grinding, but also appreciate it. Appreciate that hustle. Appreciate this thing. Appreciate this fucking beautiful, chaotic, unknown existence you're in.
The thing we call life.
I was wondering what your thoughts are on how to know that you're doing enough.
It just takes work. Shitloads and shitloads of work. Every time I try and dress it up or cut a corner, I get brutally reminded the work just needs doing. The work doesn't care who you are. It just cares that it gets done.
I'm actually going to reverse quote David Goggins on this one. I love this quote that he has, which he says, "There's no shortcuts for you, David." I heard him say that, and I just love that as a refrain, which is that a lot of people look for a shortcut. But the idea that you say, like, they're not for you, you don't get to use them. You are immune to shortcuts. I just love it because then it just further shortcuts the path to the work that needs to get done.
I used to look at YouTube and I see guys have Mike Tyson Immortal, Mike Tyson God, and I'm not worthy of that.
You are, Mike.
Not for somebody to praise me or anything, no. I'm always just Mike.
Can I say something?
You can say anything. I'd love for you to talk to me, brother.
You had to go through all of that so that you could change the world, dude.
Really, I don't see that. I don't know.
You don't realize how many lives you're changing, saving, because of who you are and what you've been through and how you're willing to speak about it now.